Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to create a line plot that involves fractions. Now, if you're looking for line plots that involve whole numbers, I'll drop that link down in the description. But for this video, we're going to go over a situation that involves data with fractions, and we're going to create a line plot that represents that data. Now, a line plot is a type of graph that uses a number line in order to help us display data. So let's take a look at our situation and we'll get into creating a line plot. So a group of adults were surveyed about their shoe size. The results are below. Create a line plot to display the data. So here are the survey results. And it's in no particular order. So what I would suggest would be to put this data in order from least to greatest. That way it helps us get organized and makes the process of creating the line plot a little easier. So we need to find the least valued number within that data. And it looks like it's 8.5. So I'm going to start with 8.5 here. And I have 1 8.5, 2 8.5. So I'm going to list both. That's important for the line plot. Now I'm crossing them off in my original list. That way I don't repeat anything and I don't leave anything out. So next, it looks like 9. So we have 1, 2, 3 9s. Next would be 9.5, which it doesn't look like we have any. So we would jump up to 10, and we have 1, 2, and that looks like it for 10, so 10 or 2 10s here. And then 10.5, which we have 1 here. Then 11, which we have 1, 2. And then 11.5, we have 1, 2 for that as well. Okay, so we have our data in order from least to greatest. So I always like to double check to make sure I have everything. So let's see how many people were surveyed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's double check our data that we put in order from least to greatest to make sure we have 12 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have everything and we didn't repeat anything. So we're good to go there. Now let's take a look at our number line here. And it's very important to set this part up correctly. So we need to take a look at our smallest valued piece of data, which is going to be 8.5. So that's where I'm going to start our number line. So we need to make sure we start with 8.5. You need to make sure we include everything. So next we need the greatest valued piece of data, which would be 11.5. So we need to at least go up to 11.5. So 8.5, and it looks like everything's halves. We don't have any fourths or eighths or anything like that, so we can count up by halves. So 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, and we go up to 11.5. So for this number line, for example, there's no need to go up to 20 for this number line here. You just need to make sure you include the data, the numbers that are in your data. So now we are ready to create our line plot. And before we start that, I just want to mention down here, I have a label. It says shoe size. That's my label for what my numbers mean on my number line. And then up here, I have the title of my line plot. So this is the shoe size survey results. And again, shoe size down here at the bottom is my label for what those numbers mean. So we have two 8.5s. So I represent each number here with an X on my line plot. So I would say 1, 2. And I want all my X's to be around the same size to the best of my ability. So two 8.5s there. Then we have 1, 2, 3 9s. So I need 3 X's to represent those 3 9s. Next, 9.5, which we don't have any. Then we have 2 10s. 1, 2. 10.5, we have 1 here. 11, 1, 2. And 11.5, 1, 2. And there is our line plot. And we have 12 X's down there to represent the 12 pieces of our survey and our data. So hopefully that helped. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.